What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Pate's Performance. Today in the driveway we have a Toro Timemaster that is here for a repair. No, it is not mine. It is one that was featured on a previous video where we did the handle and a few other repairs. He was saying that he was having issues with the wheels and he thought maybe it was low on air. So yeah, so we're just gonna have to just kind of systematically figure this out and go from there. I'm not sure if he wants to fix it or not, but yeah, that doesn't sound right. So usually if your self-propelled is working in some sort of capacity, when you push the handle down, you shouldn't be able to move it because we're engaging the transmission. So let's just give this a rip and see if the wheels engage. Oh, this thing needs a head gasket. Oh, he had the spark plug out. Yeah, this needs a head gasket. You could hear that. That's a problem. So as you guys can see, I'm picking this up and that wheel is spinning. So that means there's too much tension on this cable. That the self-propelled is engaging while the mower isn't engaged. And it sounds better already. Come on. Oh, his switch doesn't Alright, he definitely needs a head gasket. Oh. Now let's just take a peek and let's put this thing in the service position. Right? If you care about gas spilling, put a plastic bag underneath. I don't care. Yep. See, now we have it in the service position. Now we have full access to the transmission. Now what we're going to do is let's spin the wheels. Let's disconnect the spark plug. Hold on. Grass slap up. Yep. Yeah, so I don't know if you could hear that. We could have a bad bearing or the transmission. I'm going to get in your way. And I'm putting, there's a bearing here in the middle. Okay, and then you have a bearing outside on the end. And I think this bearing is no good. Right here in the middle. This middle bearing. That's what's making this noise. So let's get some better ears on it. And I just want to pop the wheel off as well. So you see this bearing here? this is the outer cover for it. So that got pushed out. So what I'm doing is I'm putting a screwdriver to this, or the assembly, and I'm putting it to my ear and I'm going to spin it. And I'm going to give it a listen to see if I could hear the metal grinding. Yeah, that's making noise. Now I'm just going to check the other bearing on this side. Yeah, it's not profoundly loud. This bearing is bad, and it seems fairly simple. This comes as one whole unit, 2 bolts, and you have to undo the transmission. And let's just, sometimes bearings go bad, you give it a shake. Because you see, if we spin this side, see what you guys could see. All right, so I'm going to spin the other side. Nothing. Okay? So that means this side of the transmission is fine. Only when we spin this side, we have a noise and we have an issue. So we know it's from here to here. So now what we have to do now is I want to pop off this wheel and see if we can get, a better look. All right, so let's pop this wheel off, and I just want to just give this a peek. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. So this is the bearing inside the wheel. I'm spinning it by hand. That's fine. Now there's another bearing inside here. And then we have that bearing in the middle. Let me get a price on the bearings, because if we're going to do that middle one, the transmission has to come out. So we might as well replace this bearing, because we're going to have access to it. I would not just replace one. Now, just for hoops and giggles, all right? Let's hit that with some. See that? See how it got quieter? That's the issue. The transmission bearing. This bearing right here in the middle is no good. See how it got nice and quiet? But while we're here, let's just do the rest. So I am gonna give him a price. In my opinion, it's fixed, but it's not, in the sense that, let me put this back together. Alrighty, so remember, we lubed the bearings, and now the sound has gone away. I still don't like that it's not sound, so I'm going to give him a price on bearings. But in my professional, well, I'm not a professional, but in my opinion, because the transmission has to come out in some sort of way, and it's really not a big issue, I would say leave it. Yeah, look at that. I would rather see him replace the blown head gasket on there. Now I do have a video on that. I'll drop that link in the description. So let's just do one more time. Let's confirm that this thing is not going to spin on its own. Come on. Oh, wait a minute. Fire away. But like, you hear that popping sound? Yeah, so that's that. So I'm going to cut it off. I'm going to give him a price on bearings. If you guys are inclined to do the repair on your own, I'll put links in the description to the bearings. Like I said, you're going to have to remove the transmission or maybe just, you know, tilt it to one side. And then you could slide the bearing through that shaft, but I really don't think that's necessary. Alright guys, if there's going to be a part 2, I will definitely update this video, but I'm going to cut it off at that. Give him a price on bearings, give him a price on head gasket, and we will go from there. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today in the driveway. Smash the like button, smash the subscribe button. Guess what? I'll see you guys on the next episode of Pate's Performance. Later. So here we have a Toro Timemaster with a failed head gasket, and you can see all this excess. The blowout was right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rotate the flywheel without some of the stuff getting in the way. Clean the top of the piston off. It's still good to go, and then we'll go about replacing this head gasket.
I've been flying from town to town.